Loved one is I, the self-proclaimed sports analyst, as I like to call myself, Jacob Moore, joined by Mr. More for Your Money,
Woo!
and Rick from the CFL Fight Cancer Walk. Now, Rick, I want to say just to start off, this is absolutely incredible what you guys are doing here. I know the whole CFL Fights Cancer group has raised over $75,000 for cancer research, and that is just absolutely incredible. And you must go through a lot of shoes doing that 65K walk. So can you kind of just start us off by kind of just telling us a bit about the walk and why you guys are doing it this year?
So this is the second annual 65K walk. Last year was for the Michael Cioni Foundation for the childhood cancer research in Vancouver. On our walk alone, we raised around 300. That's just in our bucket that we carry. During the walk, we were able to raise 10,000 online for CFL Fans Fight Cancer. This year, we're looking to break those records. Last year, all of CFL Fans Fight Cancer alone, with the fundraiser that they do at Grey Cup, there's all kinds of different fundraisers that each city does and everything. Everyone does their own individual fundraisers. As a total, they raised $75,000 for cancer research last year. So this event was put on first by, I'm sure you guys all know Connor Sauvé. Yes. He was the one that brought it up to one of our good friends, Dallas, and I'm sure you both know Dallas. Mm-hmm. So the two of them asked me if I wanted to be a part of the event, and I said sure. So since I have family members who have been affected by cancer and everything, I'm like, you know what, might as well do the walk. Except for last year, Connor and Dallas did the full 65K. I was able to do most of it except for Saturday. I missed out because obviously I had to work that day. So this year I'm planning to do the full walk.
Wow, good for you.
So last year it was me, Dallas's wife, Rena, along with Dallas and myself. We were also joined by other CFL fans, also including Nick Small as well. So basically, we would do our walk, and then we would stop off, get something to eat, watch other CFL games, because obviously it is a CFL event, so we gotta, watch other games, and then we'd get up and start walking again. Last year, I ended up carrying a cooler bag full of Gatorades because obviously with it being a hot day that it was, got to provide Gatorades and whatever I can for the group. This year's event is for Cancer Care Manitoba. So for those that don't know, basically the way that they determine the fundraiser is whichever city the Grey Cup is hosting the Grey Cup. Whichever city is hosting the Grey Cup. So last year it was a Vancouver research. This year it's Cancer Care Manitoba. Next year it will be one in Calgary. And so forth. So Cancer Care Manitoba provides a variety of support groups and services to assist patients and their families during their cancer journey. And we're also approached by a sponsor by the name of Shukoni, who is also donating shoes for us for this year's walk. And actually, we all wore the same shoes last year.
Oh no!
So hopefully with the pairs of shoes this year, we will be able to get some nice, comfortable footing.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. That's a definitely big bonus.
You won't need Dan to give you a foot rub, so that's going to help.
That's right.
This way, it's just our way of supporting the CFL Fans Fight Cancer as a whole. So everyone, last year, it was, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. The guy that did the travel across all 9.
Oh, I remember seeing it on PSN.
Name's escaping me, but I do know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name. I can picture him in my head. Because I remember he had a bucket with him. He was gathering money for CFL Cancer.
So he did the event across. So his event raised money. our event raised money. We ran into a few other CFL fans like Corey, Mark, who met with us during one of the games. Like, there's different fans that there's Argo fans that I met in Toronto. And this is just throughout my whole 3 years of being a CFL season ticket holder and fan. Like, you would be surprised of the fans that you would meet during all of these events.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one thing I think that's really cool about what you guys are doing in the whole CFL Fights Cancer, and seeing these fan bases actually getting together and getting along and doing something for the greater good, right? Because as we all know, sports has their rivalries, right? And it's all good fun and games, especially, you know what, especially between the Toronto Argonaut fans and the Hamilton Tiger Cat fans, right? But it's great to see, you know, these fan bases can get together and really do something good for a cause, and a cause like cancer that unfortunately has touched many, many people's lives. Yeah. And it's great that you guys are able to raise funds and raise awareness as well, right? It's another great opportunity for people to be just having it in the front of their mind, and kind of looking at your route. If you do say people do want to like jump in, it looks like there are quite a few different areas that they can kind of jump in and jump out from day one, going from like BMO Field to Mississauga Road, day 2 Mississauga Road to Third Line in Oakville, then day 3 Third Line to Barton Street, Hamilton, then on game day going from Barton Street to the stadium. So if people are wanting to donate, would their best bet be to maybe try to find you guys on the walk? Do you guys have like an e-transfer system you guys are doing? How does that work?
So if you want to donate, if you see us in person, we will obviously have the donation bucket with us. But you can also go on to CFL Fans Fight Cancer .com and go up to the top. You can also donate that way. Also, if you want to get merch like this pin that I have, this shirt, they also have sweaters. You can also go on there and hit up the store at the top and buy merch as well.
That's a sweet shirt.
And also, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Then you also get a tax refund as well.
Oh, there you go. That definitely helps.
There you go. Good cause and less money to the government. That's what we like to hear on the Streakers Island podcast. But right. No, it's awesome that you guys are selling the merch and you're doing the walk. But I'm curious, Rick, I know you said you have unfortunately someone in your family who has dealt with cancer, but like, was that the main reason why you decided to join this walk, or is it more to try to like just spread awareness towards cancer research?
So Connor brought up the thing last year where it's like, because you have to remember there's people that have cancer that obviously, you know, that die from it and things like that. So it's obviously one of those things where it's like, well, we have to put ourselves in their shoes and think, okay, if they can battle through cancer like this, then we can do the walk.
Yeah, 100%.
So if we can do a walk, no matter how much pain, poor Connor last year had bad ankles and he was supposed to like get surgery done and his ankles were just killing him. And like, it's like just seeing the pain he went through, and then, you know, the pain that these people go through with cancer and everything. It's like I said, if they can do it, I'm sure we can deal with the pain walking 4 days. And just so that people know, we walk from like the Saturday for sure, we walk from like 9-10 o'clock in the morning till like 10-11 o'clock at night. Well, I mean, outside of those few times where, you know, we're stopping off at a restaurant to grab something to eat, watch CFL games because it's Labor Day weekend and that. Other than that, we're walking.
Right. 100%. That was one of the questions I was going to ask you is, well, number one, I was fascinated by your schedule because I thought you were going to do the whole 65-kilometer walk in one day, because when I Googled it, it's going to take about 17 hours. Like, holy cow! I guess you're going to get up at like 5 in the morning and go to midnight.
Well,
So
it's funny because the sponsor sent Connor the shoes, and then Connor jokingly sent me a text. He's like, "Oh, you should come pick up the shoes." I'm like, I'm going on holidays after this week. I'll pick it up. He's like, "Oh, well, you can walk here." I'm like, "Do you not realize of how much of a walk it's from my house to yours?" I'm like, "It's 13 hours."
Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness.
It's funny because
after that.
It's 13-hour walk, but then it's a 39-minute drive.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how life works with, the road systems and all of that. So the other question I had was actually about timing, because I was thinking maybe you would get up like really early and try to beat the sun in the heat. But I guess you want to walk during the day so that people can see you and find you and donate money and join the cause.
So
and hopefully tag on social media and that kind of thing too, right? So you got to find that happy medium.
So funny thing is last year, everyone makes fun of me in my banana coat because I had one of the long yellow banana coats that I always pack with. I always pack with me in case it rains.
Right.
So I brought it with me last year, and it was just a hailstorm, like just a pour down rainstorm. We walked through it. The only time that we called it quits was when there's thunder and lightning.
That makes sense. You gotta be
for
safe.
safety.
Then we got to call it quits. But if it's pouring, we just walk.
Yeah, no, totally. 100%. And I find it really interesting how you broke it down in 4 days. So it makes it so that anyone can join and anyone can do little bits as they please, right? If someone wants to join and do the whole 65K, they can, or they want to join you and walk for like 15 minutes while you're on the route. They can also do that too, right? So I think it's really cool how you broke it down to try to get as many people involved and building a community, a CFL fan base community, and getting people engaged as possible. I think it's awesome.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because me and Connor actually started to become friends probably about 3-4 years ago on a Discord channel.
Okay.
That's how me and Connor met, was on the CFL Discord channel. And then ever since then, they're like, "Oh, how can you, being a Cat fan and him being an Argo fan?"
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, listen, the way that we do it is we talk smack during the game. Once the game's over, it's just pretty much friends again. It's just
100%.
It's just the way that it is.
100%.
It's the exact same with one of our co-hosts on our show, Lane Dashko. He's a huge Tiger Cat fan, right? So again, during the game, sure, we'll trash talk, but like even we went to a Hamilton game with him. We were at the Tiger Cats versus the BC Lions, and I will say your stadium is a lot of fun to go to a game in. Like the crowd's there, it's booming, and I know Labor Day as well. It's going to be absolutely electric. So remember, if you see Rick and everyone else from the CFL Fights Cancer Walk, make sure you find them and talk to them, donate if you can, but any exposure is great exposure. We will also have in the comment section here on this video, because this whole interview will be on our Facebook and YouTube and so on, will be links to website for merch or donations and any of that fun stuff. So make sure if you can to donate. I can see the swag that you're wearing, Rick. It's some really cool swag, and we'll have that swag up on the screen for you here. So that way you can kind of see what kind of the type of stuff that's available. But Rick, I did want to ask you as well. When it's funny you mentioned about you becoming friends of Connor, and he's an Argo fan, and you're a Cat fan. Do you find that is one of the, I would say, like more interesting things about this event is where you are seeing CFL fans from multiple different fan bases actually getting along for a greater cause? Because we'll see it out west too with like, Saskatchewan and Winnipeg. We all know that's a heated rivalry. But for something like CFL Fights Cancer, those fan bases can come together, kind of like the way Tackle Hunger is as well, to kind of, do something for the greater good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying, we don't hold a grudge against everyone. Even there's Ginger Argo, Steve Cody. There's a bunch of them that are in Toronto that, "Oh, you're wearing the wrong jersey. You're wearing that filth." You know what? I just let the banter go, and then obviously when they come to Hamilton, it's a whole different story because we have Wally, We have me, we have Corey, you know, we have all of us. And then we just joke about it. And then from there, it is what it is. A couple of other things that I wanted to mention. If you go to Connor Sove, or hold on, I gotta look it up first because I don't want to. He's gonna yell at me if I get the. It's Sauve or at Sauve SAUVE Connor on X. If you go ahead and you donate, let him know, and because he's doing a head shaving and beard shaving, so he's gonna go completely bald and doing the shaving, and that $250 will go to the CFL Fans Fight Cancer.
Yeah, he has quite a beard on him, so
yeah,
that's awesome. Good for him. That's amazing.
Also, not only did my mom and my aunts have breast cancer, but it would not be polite and proper if I didn't give a shout out to the Ticats' beloved general manager, Ted Gavea, because I don't know if you guys know, but he's also dealing with cancer as well.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow.
Yeah, so when people go and watch the documentary that comes out to the general public on Thursday, August 14th on the YouTube channel, they do say on there that they don't say what kind of cancer he's suffering, but you know, you'll see the head coaches, the teams all supporting that Team Ted shirt. So I mean, us Ticat fans, we're still trying to get our hands in the store, trying to get them to sell it, but they won't sell it. So we, you know, have to find our way of getting our hands on it somewhere. But yeah, so we try to support him, the whole Ticat Nation, as much as we can. So we send messages out to him on social media, X, wherever we can find him, because I know he's on X. But yeah, so don't forget that when you do the walk, there's other people in the world that you may not know that is suffering from it.
100%. Right? That's why you can never judge a book by its cover, right? Because
except for you guys.
You know, it's like we never know what everyone's going through, right? And you know, maybe you might see someone like, oh, this person might be a little grumpy or whatever, but you can't judge because you don't know until you walk in someone else's shoes. You have no idea what they're dealing with, and I think that's why it's important just to be kind and compassionate over time when you're out in the community and in the world, right? So yeah, it's very terrible.
Yeah, when you mentioned the Team Ted, that was where you know what, we saw CFL kind of put away the rivalries for a minute, because even the Toronto Argos, for the game against Tigats in Toronto, they were wearing like the Team Ted shirts and all the pregame stuff. So I mean, it is, as much as there is a rivalry, and you know, the fans and the teams will, you know, obviously trash talk and obviously try to win and whatever. Like, it is important to remember at the end of the day, it's just it is a sport, and we just need to be compassionate human beings towards each other. But before we let you go, Rick, I did want to ask you, if people are interested in joining the walk, they want to, whether they want to do the whole thing, they want to just jump in for a little bit, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you guys to find out kind of where you guys are at?
So I would say reach out to Connor, but we all know that Connor, you know, doesn't check his phone. Him and Dallas will just have their headphones on and stuff like that. Whereas I have my Apple Watch, so I get text messages on my Apple Watch. So if you want to find out where we are, you can also reach out to Connor at Sauve, SAUVE Connor. You can also reach out to me at HS Central YT, Hamilton Sports Central. And either one of us will be able to let you know where we are on the walk, so that if you wanted to jump in, you can.
I will say, for anyone listening to us at the moment, if you haven't checked out Hamilton Sports Central, awesome show. I highly recommend 100%. It. I watch it myself, so I mean, like, definitely give Rick a follow.
Also, I'm gonna give out a shameless plug as well. I know you guys do CFL, you guys do hockey, all of that. Me and Carter from Winnipeg also do the Canadian football not Countdown, Canadian Football Central on YouTube as well. We do previews, we do player interviews.
Oh, cool. Wow.
So there's actually, funny story short, the game that you guys were actually at on Thursday against BC, I have a signed away jersey. Carter has a Calgary signed away jersey. So we interviewed him for one of the videos. And then me and Micah Alway FaceTimed Carter from my phone.
Oh, whoa! Wow!
While we're on the sideline for the family on the field, and me and Micah Alway are sitting there talking to Carter through Snapchat. So I just thought that was kind of funny.
That must have been a sweet moment, right? And it's so nice with the CFL too, how it's very community-based league. It's a small league of only 9 teams, but it really builds that community, and like the players are awesome. We've met a handful of players and managers and stuff as well on our trips, and they're all super nice people.
Like, funny enough, actually, one of the nicest guys I met when I was just in other work I've been doing was I did an interview with Simone Lawrence about, I want to say 3.5 years ago. Guy's a hoot and a half, by the way. And, of course, I told him I was an Argo fan, so we were joking back and forth about it, but super nice guy. And again, it just shows that, that Canadian football community, right? And especially here with what you guys are doing with CFL Fights Cancer. I really want to see the CFL community really join hands here, and you know what, just remember we're doing something for the greater good. And for people like Rick and Connor and Nick who are doing this walk, like, it's absolutely incredible. You guys are
and
doing
Dallas
it.
Can't forget Dallas.
Sorry. We joked with Chazzy because Chazzy thought he could do the whole walk in under 17.5 hours, like just straight. I think he's crazy. So I do want to ask you, Rick, since you've done this walk over a couple days, do you think Chazzy could do it in under 17.5 hours in one day?
So it all depends, because I know Dallas likes to walk fast. Nick likes to walk fast, so I don't like to let Connor walk by himself. So I kind of tag along back with Connor when he does the walk. So I mean, it is what it is. When we get the walk done, we get the walk done. It's not. It's not how quick you get it done. It's more of just achieving it. Then when we got to do you guys know where Lot E is in Hamilton?
Yes.
Yes, we found that on Thursday.
Okay, so across from Lot E is another tailgating spot.
Yes, we saw that.
And that's where the Argos tailgate.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
And then it's right behind the Fresco.
Right. Okay.
And we just walked up there, and you had all the Argo fans giving us a standing ovation because they knew what we were doing. We had people from there was the broadcast teams of certain teams. I don't want to throw their names out there in case they don't want it known, that do like radio and stuff like that, that also donate, that said, oh, what's the link so I can donate? So it's not just fans that are donating, it's teams are donating, players are donating. You have staff members donating. So, I mean, every bit helps. I mean, I don't know how long, it shocks me that people haven't found a cure for it yet. Like, how much money do you need to?
It's tough with cancer just because there is so many different variants of cancer, right? It's one of those.
Everyone so many different ways too.
It is a very challenging disease, but the more money that can be raised and the more awareness that can be brought to it, obviously, the closer they get to a cure. With people like yourself who are going that, we'll say extra kilometer, because we're in Canada, not extra mile, but going that extra kilometer to really try to make a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when it's third and short, you'll get there, right? So.
And it doesn't matter how long the walk takes you, just as long as you do it before kickoff of the Labor Day Classic, because you want to get.
So here's the thing. So we actually stay at my house the night before, and then we get up early enough, and then we go to where we left off the Sunday, and then we start bright and early that day. And then usually, like I said, it's usually about an hour and a half to the stadium. And then we just, last year, they got to meet, Ambrosi last year.
Oh yeah, the former commissioner.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
This year, I don't know what our plans are yet, because we still have to send out the press release and everything. But I know TSN did a thing on them last year.
Yep, I saw that.
But I don't know. We'll see how things go this year.
Yeah, well, and definitely as you get new updates, let us know on the island here so we can share and let everyone know too.
Will do.
But Rick, we really do appreciate your time here with us. And again, I just do want to quickly remind people, if you do want to make a donation or pick up some of that merch, head over to CFL Fights Cancer.
CFL Fans Fight Cancer.
Sorry, CFL Fans Fight Cancer.com. I'm going to put it up in post in a graphic. You're going to need the dyslexic guy to read on the screen. It's tough.
If I'm not mistaken, I know there is a. I just want to.
Rick's like me, by the way. I always talk about my multiple screens. Rick also has multiple screens, so he's got all the info everywhere.
I just have one thing to say before we sign off. Okay. So I just want to say I saw you guys do the walk last year and on TSN. I thought it was a really incredible thing. And it was so amazing, like meeting. I met you, Rick, and Connor at the Ottawa game, and we took a road trip to Ottawa for the Argos. Funny enough, I met Nick at the Vancouver airport because we were both at the Grey Cup last year, and our plane was running late back to Toronto. So we were chatting at the gate at the airport. And I'm so thankful to meet so many great people at the CFL, and now joining Streakers this year, just meeting so many great people with sports in general. It's a really amazing thing. As some people know and some people do not, I actually have cerebral palsy. So I have a bad right leg. So I have a hard time. I'm never going to be a bodybuilder, right? But I do walk quite a bit just to keep my leg in loose and shape and different things like that. And I thought you were going to do the whole 65 kilometers in one day, and I cannot do that. But now that I'm in the interview learning that you break it up into 4 days, I would love to join you guys with Streakers. I'd love to join you guys on Friday and start walking and help you guys raise some money.
Yeah, so once we get closer, I just got to work some things out with my work to find out what my plans are as far as me starting. It's funny because I originally thought when I first seen you guys in Ottawa that you guys were from Ottawa and not from Toronto. And also, Jacob, just to make it easier for you, I'm going to go one step further. If you go on to the CFL Fans Fight Cancer.com and hit the donate button, there's a QR code that you can put.
Oh, perfect.
If you want to make it part of your thumbnail.
Perfect.
We can definitely do that. You know, QR codes are so easy for people. So we will definitely do that. Plus, we'll have the QR code in the comment section for people as well.
Also, if you go to the CFL Fans Fight Cancer, click on donate and then click on donate now. A little fun little tidbit. They have overall you can donate, and then those fans that want to have a little competition between teams, you can click on your team and donate per team.
Oh, interesting.
So as of right now, they've raised 20,511. So it's 20% of the 100,000 goal. In first is Toronto Argonauts with $2,281.
Yay!
Behind them is Saskatchewan Roughriders with $1,654. Wow.
They're close.
Behind them is Calgary Stampeders. $1,613. Then we have Hamilton with 1,586.
Mm.
Ottawa with just a little under 1,200. And then you have your BC Lions, Edmonton Elks, Montreal Alouettes, and Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Wow, interesting. That's cool. It's all broken down like that.
All broken down
Correct.
right here, as long as you can also see other team honor rolls and how they're all donating. So obviously
Cool.
this is an absolutely amazing cause. Here's the donate page. As Rick said, 20% towards their goal. So let's make sure that we can all help them to not just hit that goal. Let's try to crush that goal this year.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you think about it, Regina was 3 and 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. So they originally started with 22,000 in Regina.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made it up to 39K in Hamilton when we hosted it. Then they did last year, they did 75K in Vancouver. Then this year they're aiming for 100,000.
Wow. That's amazing. Keep it 100.
So it says here, I don't know if Jacob, was it you that had the donation page?
Yes, I can.
Okay, if you want to pull that up.
Yeah, Jacob's the producer, that guy here.
So if you look the third paragraph down, it says each year more than 6,000 Manitobians receive cancer diagnosis. You continue to support helps Cancer Care Manitoba and its sponsors prepared to estimate 50% increase in the number of people diagnosed and living with cancer over the next decade. So it just goes to show that there's a bunch of people in Manitoba that are suffering from this. And like they say at the bottom, it does every donation, no matter how big or small it is, it's critical that all fans, CFL people, whoever it is, work together to stay ahead of this disease.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. I think that's a great way to kind of say that don't feel like, oh, I can only donate a dollar, let's say, so I'm not going to do it. Anything helps, right? And even just by simply sharing the website or this interview or other interviews that Rick, I know you're going to be doing you're working with press releases and things. So anything you can just send out to make this more publicized so more eyes can see it, which can create more donations. Anything you can do can make a difference.
100%. Yeah, look at our great Canadian hero, Terry Fox. His goal was to get $1 from every Canadian, right? So it could be just as simple as that. And, that would make a huge difference.
Absolutely. But Rick, I did want to thank you very much for your time today.
No
we
problem.
Really do appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us and, just share this awesome thing that you and other CFL fans across this beautiful country are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited to be joining it. This sounds sweet.
Hopefully we will see how things go. Also, those people that want to spread the love, me and Connor actually posted the video on our on X. So if you go to the very top of HS Central YT on X, there's the announcement of me and Connor making the announcement of us walking. It's already gotten 7,227 views.
Wow, that's awesome.
And that's not even including Dan. You think that's interesting?
Well, it's getting better.
So, funny enough, I actually posted it on my Hamilton Sports Central video channel, and I'm just trying to see where it's at because I did, for some reason it's not coming up. Oh yeah, over there it was 4.2 views, 4.2k views just on YouTube alone.
Wow, that's good. Yeah,
it's great to see so many people are checking it out.
That's awesome.
But Rick, again, we did want to thank you very much for coming on and speaking about this. I'm sure we'll be in contact some more to talk more about the journey and, see how everything's going. But thank you so much for coming on, and thank you to all the viewers for watching. Really do appreciate it. Make sure if you are able to donate over, the QR code will be on your screen here with my magic of editing. Plus, it'll be in the comment section, and it will be the thumb. It's going to be everywhere. Okay, so make sure you do head over there and donate if you can. If you can't, share this video, share other videos about this to as many people as you can to help them reach their goal. I'm the 100%. Self-proclaimed sports analyst, as I like to say. I say self-proclaimed because who the heck told me I'm an analyst besides me? Joined by Mr. More for Your Money. Woo! And Rick, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Bye-bye.